Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll pull it down and run. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Direct snap. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On the move. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking down the middle. It's complete. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grab near the marker, it's Branch. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's loose. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll start this drive from the 42. Give to the running back. He breaks the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted for the 11th time. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He'll take the deep shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough lead. The SEC is...
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Oh, out of space. Wide open spaces. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How about the offensive line working in tandem on these blocks? You see some of those guys that got up into the second level, got a hat on a hat, and that left open a huge crease for the running back.
Trying the left side. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Motion from the back. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the shotgun. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make a big gain.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Here's the handoff. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Complete downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Kick is in the air. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Quarterback keeps it. Hits the accelerator to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Bulldogs get it past the sticks.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To throw, it's Stockton. He's got him. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They're going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Running to the left. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
On the move, it's Alston. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. To the air, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got his man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. This crowd knows when to bring it. On third down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it, though. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground with the back. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They want to run this quarterback. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Listen, the big hog mollies up front, the big offensive line paved the way for a big 1st down.
The Tigers are on the move. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Leaves it with the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alston. They make the stop after the catch, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Bringing it back. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
But talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting 2 guys on him. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. These guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a 3rd guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the perimeter.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's going to...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Bringing it back. The 40, the 30. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.